right, Lauren, welcome to Studio B. It's the new one. It's a new look version. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's looking nice.
Can you hear okay after yesterday's game with the kids?
Yeah, the halftime was rough. That's when it got real loud, I feel like.
It was a record crowd, which was pretty special in BYU history. Last year, the Gonzaga game, and now the record crowd. What was it like to play in that game yesterday?
Yeah, I think the kids brought, a lot of energy, so it was kind of fun to be able to pick up from that, and it was just a fun atmosphere, to be able to have a bunch of fans, obviously, and so, I mean, kids' games are always really loud, but they're fun.
What's the best part of that, and then what's the most challenging part of that?
I think we just have to focus. I mean, the most challenging part would be communication-wise. We have to, talk really loud. And
even at a home game?
Yeah, and make sure we kind of relay the message. And then I think it's fun just to kind of feed off their energy, especially those morning games. It's a little tougher to get going, just because we're not used to playing our games in the morning. So it's nice to have the kids to feed off that.
And they were juiced, and what they give them is cougar tails, and so it just goes to another level. I even took my two kids. You were nice enough to talk to them after. That was really fun. Take a picture. 27 points, 19 rebounds. I felt like we were going for a 30-20. Were you aware of kind of how close you were to something special in BYU history there?
I mean, a little bit towards the end, yeah. But during the game, I just tried to, focus on just trying to get the lead up and get the win. But towards the end, yeah, I was like, I'm almost there, but.
You're almost there. Not that a 27-19 is not special, but a 30-20, I'm told it's Jackie Bean McBride and it's Tina Gunn Robinson from like the late 70s. Do you understand kind of how special it is what you're doing right now? Like, are you in the moment too much to not appreciate it because you're like this opponent, this game, or do you have an appreciation for what you and your team are accomplishing right now?
I think definitely just in the moment, just trying, like, for example, right now I'm like, we got Santa Clara on Saturday.
Like literally, you're in shorts, ready to practice today.
Yep, I got film here shortly. So yeah, just I think something about the season too is game after game. So we're out for this one. We got film this morning on Santa Clara, prep for them, game tomorrow. So it's nice to be able to appreciate the wins, the day of and whatnot. But we got to get our minds right for Santa Clara.
I'll talk to you about Santa Clara in just a second, but did want to ask you about the 7-game win streak. Coach yesterday, Whiting, on the show said, hey, it's easy to get soft because you're winning.
Yeah.
But she said she feels like you guys are pretty focused. You're allowing 49.7 points per game right now. Like, that's a stupid number. Yeah. You're going to win every game if that's the kind of defense you're putting up. And I know Coach Whiting came in and said, we play defense first. You're a good defensive player. How has this team sort of embraced that to where, hey, that's turned the season around here?
Yeah. Right from the start, Coach was always like, I'm a defense. And I think, we worked really hard on it in the summer, but I think now it's starting to come together and kind of show in the game. So we've been prepping for it. We've been working hard on the defensive end, but I think now we can finally, we're playing better together as a team. Our chemistry is going better. So I think defense is just finally being able to show and, implement into our play. But we've been working on it from day one.
Give me some of the X's and O's of what great defense looks and feels like from your perspective when it happens.
I think for starters, communication's so important. And then one thing that I like that our coach really talks about is it's almost like we're all on a string moving together. If we have to have a help side, then there has to be the helper, So I think everyone just kind of being on one page and being connected is, I think, the most important thing for defense. And then, like Coach always says, just being tough. We're going to be the more aggressive and tougher team out there on the court.
Yet there's offense. Season high 78. What did it feel like to get a few more buckets than you guys have had this season?
Yeah, I think we're really sharing the ball really well right now. Nani and Ari both had, 6 assists yesterday. So I think that just comes from everyone just being unselfish and, making the extra pass and looking for each other. So I think in practice this week, we had a really great practice of sharing the ball and I think really focusing on executing our plays, which I feel like we're doing better now too.
We're talking to Lauren Gustin here on BYU Sports Nation, the nation's #1 leading rebounder. There's somewhere between 5,000 and 5,500 college basketball players on the women's side, and you're the #1 rebounder. What's that like?
It's awesome. It's a great honor, but I just love trying to go for the boards and all that stuff. So I think that it's just I like the aggressive side of things, so I think it's fun that it comes with being aggressive and just going after every board. But I mean, it's awesome. It's a great honor. I just want to keep winning, keep doing whatever it takes to get the win. So.
When did you embrace rebounding? How old were you?
I think from a young age, just growing up, I feel like I always liked just being physical, having 2 older brothers, right from the start. It was always like physical and aggressiveness.
Are you the youngest?
I'm the middle child,
You're the middle.
but yeah, middle child, younger sister, younger brother as well. And then I think as I got older, I kind of stopped growing, so I wasn't the tallest kid, but I was.
So you got tall quick?
Yeah, I got tall quick, and then I kind of stopped growing. I was just done at 5'11", 6 foot, and I had always played the 5 growing up. So I kind of had to learn different, I feel like, strategies and advantages for that because I wasn't, really the tallest anymore. So I just decided, I'm going to really try to bring the intensity on, the rebound side of things. So offense, defense, my mindset is just I'm going to go for every single board.
Obviously, we've known about your brother Porter for a long time. Local, amazing player that played at USC and in the NFL. Where's he last been, by the way?
So he's with the Dolphins right now.
With the Dolphins. Awesome. And they had a great year. They were tremendous. And then I assume your siblings, all of them are athletic. Your parents, I think, both played college basketball.
Yeah.
Your mom here. Where'd your dad play?
And my dad played football at Wyoming.
And football at Wyoming. Oh, I think I looked this up. I think he played 1 game against BYU.
Yeah.
Okay. That sort of athletic heritage. When you were younger, was sports always a big deal? Was like getting in the weight room, because I know you're big in the weight room. Was that always a thing that you did and that you liked, or did you have to come around to that?
Yeah, sports for sure was always a thing. I remember from a young age always having, my older brother's games we were running around to, or my games, and waking up on the weekends was always getting ready for football games. And so sports was always a big part of my life, especially having parents that played college sports. Always pushed us in sports, which, I'm so grateful for. As far as the weight room, I remember, I think I was like 14, 15. My older cousin who played basketball, she wanted me to go live with her, and I really did not want to. I really didn't enjoy it, but my dad always wanted me to go. And then it didn't happen until I was about 16 that I loved the weight room. It took me a little bit to kind of start liking it, but then from age 16, I felt like it was definitely became like an obsession. So
how did you become obsessed with it?
I think I just started to realize I think I really liked the process of it, and just how it just the whole process of how your body works when you're lifting. And I was just really interested by all the science and stuff behind that. And then also just having an older brother who was always putting in the work in the weight room.
He was a beast.
Yeah, constantly, and just kind of seeing that and him develop through that was always really inspiring. There
was a point where he may have had longer hair than you.
Yeah.
At USC, right?
Yeah, he grew that out.
It looked good. It was flowing. It was picking up passes and sacking quarterbacks. It was great. When you were 16 and you embraced the weight room, when did kind of college basketball become a reality for you? Because you've had an interesting journey here with Idaho and Salt Lake Community College and whatnot. And you played in Arizona, I think, right, in high school a little bit?
Yeah. I think my junior year of high school, that's when I moved to Arizona for that 1 year. I was able to play with Shaylee. And
did you guys win state?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Nice. Of course you did.
And I think that summer is kind of when basketball became a lot more intense. That's when I started playing, I think, year-round with the club. And our high school workouts were summer lifts in the morning and then practice in the evening. So it definitely became more intense then, and that's when I kind of started, that's when the recruiting process kind of started up and whatnot. So definitely junior year.
That's awesome. Okay, Santa Clara comes in tomorrow afternoon, another big game. Early thoughts on the Broncos in another game you're trying to extend this win streak with? Yeah,
I think every team's coming out giving us their best shot, regardless of their record. And Santa Clara is always, a good team. They're always they always push a lot in transition. So, yeah, we just gotta come prepared tomorrow. Be locked in today. Have a great day of practice. Be dialed in and film, and yeah, hopefully able to continue our winning streak.
Okay, well, best of luck with everything. It's fun to watch you play, and the team's winning and doing great. And thanks for the time. Good luck at practice today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.